and I love my wife. People are like in the comments, he's forcing her to do carnivore. People were screaming at me, you monster, how dare you? Leave her alone, leave her alone. It gets deeper than that. It gets much deeper than that.
I feel a responsibility, like you said, Kerry.
Yes.
I feel like there's a weight on my heart.
The reason why this is so important, and the truth is important, and the reason I have to tell the truth, because there's other people out there that have done this before. Dr. Berryfinger. This is what he does in all his thumbnails. If you watch Dr. Berry
Okay, well,
videos,
if he put his finger in front of my face, I'd smack it down.
You would not smack Dr. Berry down.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody
I would.
smacks Dr.
Oh,
Berry
yeah.
down. Beep. Kerry here from Homestead How on day 169 of being a carnivore, and I love my wife. I love you. I love everyone, and I'm very happy. But I have to address something. I did this little video the other day, a little short, and everyone is just lighting me up in the comments. I'm such a horrible person. I'm a bully. She's got to live with that, man. My goodness. I want to explain that a little bit more. So let's get into that in this video. And also, huge shout out. Check it out. Our sponsor, Element. I drink this every day. And because of Element, they're supporting our Carnivore Diet documentary. Any money we get from Element, any money we get from t-shirt sales, any money I get from super chats, GoFundMe donations, all go towards the Carnivore Diet documentary. I put thousands of dollars of my own money into it. It's a passion project. Element is helping support that. Get yours at drinkelement.com/homesteadhow. This deal is only available through my link. You must go to drinkelement.com/homesteadhow. Every morning I fill up my water bottle, take some Element, I put it in there. This is an electrolyte mix. This is the raw unflavored, zero sugar hydration. It's got sodium, potassium, magnesium. Why is this important? Why is it important? Well, it's very important because you get a headache, you get fatigued, you get tired. These things help. You start working out and you get tired, electrolytes help. Every morning, I fill this up with water, I put electrolytes in it. It's so nice too because they come in these little packets. You can, as Jen says, you can throw them in your purse. I've got like 5 or 6 of them in my purse at all times. You're on the road, pour a little bit in. You don't have to put the whole thing in. You can put a little half in. You do a big workout, put a little more in. Just do it to whatever your taste is. This is the raw, unflavored one that we have. And one other thing that's really cool with this, got to do a little name drop. I did a live stream the other day, and Dr. Hampton was on the live stream, and someone said, what do I do about cravings? And my suggestion is always eat more bacon. That usually helps with cravings. But he said something similar, but he also said sometimes cravings might be from lack of proper electrolytes. So he said, make sure you're getting enough electrolytes. So huge shout out to Element. Thank you for sponsoring this video and helping us with the Carnivore Diet documentary. I just hit day 169 of being on carnivore. And I wanted to say that I love my wife. We've been together for almost 30 years since we're 14. I'm ecstatic for my wife, Jen, she started carnivore. She dropped off. She's doing keto now. She's thriving. She's doing an amazing job. She's doing a million times better than she was before, than she was on the standard American diet, and everything's great. However, we have to be truthful. We have to be truthful. And let me just show you guys this quick. I posted this short the other day and it just blew up. People were screaming at me, you monster, how dare you? Leave her alone, leave her alone. The funny thing was, Jen and I were having a date and we posted this video, just a quick short, and I said keto versus carnivore. And honestly, I have been prodding her and encouraging her. I wasn't bullying her. We were joking around in this video, but the look on her face didn't show that. But it's so funny that people think I'm bullying her. If you really knew Jen, you would know it's the opposite way around. She literally attacked me the other day.
He's a little twit. I mean, look at his shirt. It doesn't even fit him anymore. Yes. He's great because he's losing so much weight, but I want a man that has some meat on him.
She keeps calling me a twerp because I've lost so much weight. We literally got into an altercation, but we were joking. Let's tell them what happened yesterday. Let's talk about it.
He beat me up.
Yeah, I did. What happened? You want to do it again? I'll go right now.
Let's go. I'll take you down.
Go on the grass over there.
I'll take you down.
We joke a lot. Sometimes that doesn't convey well on video, but let me show you this quick.
We're out together today doing some stuff around the area. So yeah, people ask me what I have. This is what I have. I enjoy
time.
I'm okay with mine.
You're gonna have to.
On the side, I'm not eating that. It's just my salad here, but I'm really looking forward to having this. Enjoy the day, everyone.
So that was it. I said, it's time, and I put my steak near her. And that was it. People were going nuts in the comments. So I don't ever do this, but I deleted the video because it was ruining our day together. We were having a great day. We were just kind of joking around with each other. I want to share the backstory, though, and this is important. People are like, someone said, she's got to be married to that monster. They literally said that in the comments. I wish I didn't delete it. I didn't know the comments would delete. I thought I could still see those comments, but I'm like, people are taking this way too wrong. We were having a fun time, and they're like, he's bullying her. Stop. Because she was eating chicken and a salad, and I went like this. I have been telling her she needs to eat more meat. Let me give you the backstory and the reason why this is so important, and the truth is important, and the reason I have to tell the truth because there's other people out there that have done this before. Jen is doing amazing. I'm so happy. She's got more energy, feeling better, her mood is better, she's getting stuff done. She's doing great. Baby steps, I get it. People are like in the comments, he's forcing her to do carnivore. That's not true. I did carnivore for 100 days. You ask Jen yourself. Not one time did I say you should be doing carnivore. I set my example, Emma did, Lily did, and Jen decided to try carnivore. She failed because she didn't listen to me, which is very frustrating. I said you have to ease into it. You should do keto and some bone broth, some eggs, and ease into it. And she didn't do it, and she failed. She's extremely bullheaded. I talked to Dr. Chafee, Dr. Baker, Dr. Kiltz,
Barry,
Dr. Hampton, and Dr. Barry. The smartest people in the world that know about carnivore. And then I went to give you advice on what to do with all of this amazing knowledge I'm so blessed to be able to get. And what did you say? Nah, I'm going to just do it my own way. Nah, you don't know what you're talking about.
I feel a responsibility, like you said, Kerry.
Yes.
I feel like there's a weight on my heart.
People got to understand the backstory and the reasons for this, though. So what Jen is doing now is she's eating salad and chicken with almost no fat. She's putting ranch dressing on it, and it's got seed oils in it, which is causing inflammation. She was snoring like crazy last night after eating those seed oils yesterday. Well, by the way, she's been complaining every day she feels better, but she's not sleeping good. And I said, Jen, you're snoring. You still have inflammation. I say, just cut out Dr. Berryfinger. Dr. Berryfinger. This is what he does in all his thumbnails. If you watch Dr. Berry
Okay, well,
videos,
if he put his finger in front of my face, I'd smack it down.
You would not smack Dr. Berry down.
Oh, yeah,
Nobody
I would.
smacks Dr.
Oh,
Berry
yeah.
down. Quick interruption for the Powerball. We got some new shirts. They're always available beneath the YouTube videos. Every penny we get from those, go to the Carnivore Diet documentary. Quick interruption to tell you, on September 16th, we're doing an insane 24-hour carnivore live stream. Everyone is going to be there. Are you going to be there? Dr. Barry's going to be there. Dr. Baker, Dr. Chafee, Dr. Tony Hampton, Dr. Lisa Weideman. We're going to have all of the big carnivore YouTubers as well. Amanda from Carnivorous Me, the original Dante from Frigno Freedom. Oh, and guess who's hosting with me? My good friend Sean from Intentional Carnivore, the legend himself, lost over 245 pounds in 1 year and then a bunch more after that. He's going to be on the live stream with me for 24 hours, along with Adam from Carnivore Today, Alia Wells co-hosting with me. Steak and Butter Gal is going to be there. Kelly Hogan's going to be there. Are you going to be there? Register. It's free. We have a little email address in the description below. You click the link. Takes 2 seconds. You can register. We'll shoot you an email with more information about the live stream. It's September 16th. If you register, you're going to enter to win a whole bunch of amazing prizes. We're giving away a couple movie projectors. Every penny we're getting from this live stream is going to the Carnivore Diet documentary. So if you want to register, you're going to get behind the scenes info. You're going to get entered to win all of those prizes that we're giving away. And you may even get an invite to join the live stream. We'll shout out your YouTube channel. It's just going to be one really fun event. So check out the link in the description below. And now back to the video you were watching. Powerball. I want a Powerball. Beep. It's kind of funny when you want to talk or you want someone hold on, you do the Dr. Berryfinger. So Jen's doing amazing. She's awesome. We've been together for 30 years since I was 14 years old. I've fought for her and this and everything, and I've been by her side this whole time. You guys watching this 30-second short that are calling me a monster. He's forcing carnivore on her. I am trying to help my wife, and I am going to speak the truth. And let me just give you the backstory so you can understand this better. Jen and I have done keto on and off for years. The way Jen is eating now, I've done it 20 times, and I've failed 20 times. Is it great? Is it better than the standard American diet, what she's doing right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what is also better? Water fasting. Jen's done 5-day water fasts, a 7-day water fast, a 3-day water fast. A water fast is better than the standard American diet. But you know the problem with a water fast is? It is not sustainable. You can feel great and you can lose weight, but you're going to end up going back and eating all of those things. Eating a salad with chicken on it and almost no fat, also with seed oils and the dressing all over, isn't good for you. But just eating a salad with chicken and no fat is not sustainable long term. I'm so happy she's doing it and she's taking baby steps, and I need to be patient and whatever. It's fine. I get that. But what you guys don't see is this. Off camera, she has said to me 5 different occasions, you can ask her, the truth matters. I will never eat fatty meat again. I'm only eating chicken. That's what she said. That is not sustainable. We've done that 25 times, but she's still got some brain fog. She's still got inflammation. And we failed 25 times. And why is this so important? Because you guys don't have the backstory. I have watched my wife, who I've loved for 30 years now, suffer for the last 4 or 5 years, suffer. When it's that time of month, 3-week-long periods, horrible pain, headaches, migraines, miserable, irritated, moody, headaches all the time, brain fatigue, tired, inflammation for the last 3 or 4 years. Her legs, all of her inflammation and her water goes to her legs, and she can barely walk around. It feels horrible, and she's moody, and she's tired, and she's in pain, and she's suffering. I have watched this for years and years. She's done keto, and she's doing great, just like you guys see her now, and then she drops off of it. Why? Because that's not sustainable. And you can lose weight that way. Don't get me wrong. Jen and I lost weight that way. 10 years ago, we both ate that way. Why didn't we eat a lot of fatty meat? Because it's been demonized my whole life. I have a heart disease. I have heart condition. I have a low ejection fraction. I've been told my whole life meat's bad for me until I knew the truth. So I always avoided it. I ate the way Jen did, and I lost a whole bunch of weight. Jen lost a whole bunch of weight. I should find these pictures from us 10 years ago. We were both down huge. What happened? We gained it all back. What happens to everyone that does that? They gain it all back because it's not sustainable, especially when you lose that weight and you don't have the body fat to burn anymore. You start getting ravenously hungry. That's happening to me right now. I'm eating so much more now because I have almost no body fat left. I lost all my body fat. You can lose weight eating the way Jen's eating. Jen is doing wonderful too. I'm not bullying her or anything. I'm trying to make sure I don't have to see my wife suffering anymore. But it gets deeper than that. It gets much deeper than that. You guys remember a little thing called 2020? We had to do a 911 call in 2020 during the thing. I can't say the word because YouTube will probably shut my video down. My daughter Lily had 2 blood clots right at the start of that. Right when you were watching the news and you were seeing semis pulling up to hospitals and nobody knew what was going on. My daughter Lily got 2 blood clots and she almost died. She almost died. She had to take a helicopter. Thankfully, she survived. In retrospect, we learned the reason for that was because of medication she was on that was completely unnecessary. Had Lily been eating the proper human diet like her mother and father should have, told her to, she wouldn't have needed those. So I get passionate about this, but that's not the story. That's a whole other story we'll talk about. A couple months later, the whole family got the 2020 The Thing. And at that time, I was the only one eating healthy. Oh, pat yourself on the back. I'm just telling you the truth. I watched like Joe Rogan and a bunch of other guys, and they were saying during the thing that, you know what, this is affecting a lot of people with poor metabolic health. People that are inflamed, people that are unhealthy, people that are eating the standard American diet. So I'm like, I'm going to go hard on keto for a while. I don't want to get this thing. I don't want to be laid up for a long time. So I did that. Jen didn't do that. We all got the thing. I had it for like an hour or 2. A little stuffy nose and a little bit of headache, and then it was gone. Jen, however, weeks. She had it for weeks. Why? Because she had just tried the keto diet that she's doing right now that all of you are defending her for and saying I'm such a monster for just slightly encouraging her to add more fat to her diet. She was doing that, and she failed. And then she went back to the standard American diet. The yo-yo that's happened 25 times for me, 25 times for my wife, Jen, who, by the way, I know more than you guys do because I've been with her for 30 years, and you're judging all of this off of a 30-second video where I put some steak in front of her. She nearly died, and that is no exaggeration. It is the truth. The truth is important. You can ask Jen herself this. The first week she started getting sick, she was having trouble breathing. We have one of those oxygen saturation things you can test. Her oxygen saturation started going in the wrong direction. She was having trouble breathing. She was just completely congested. She was so sick, and it kept getting worse and worse and more dire and more dire. She would have died. I strongly believe she would have died. She was so, you guys can ask her about it. I'll have her do a shorter talk about it. She was so sick. I was desperate to do anything I could. Like in my head, can I go back in a time machine and have her eat the proper human diet and not have all this inflammation in her body? Like if she was eating like Dr. Berry, and I'm not forcing her to do carnivore either. That's the thing that's irritating me. If she wants to eat salad the rest of her life and it's fine with her, do it. I'm just saying, ketogenic diet, the definition is fat adapted. You have to eat fat. It's not sustainable long term. Now, if Jen was eating like Dr. Berry's wife, Nisha was, she's keto. She's ketovore. She has salads. She has stuff too. But she also gets the fat. That's the part that everyone's missing that's driving me nuts. If Jen was eating like Nisha was, and then 2020 happened and Jen got the 2020 thing, I really honestly 100% think she would have been just fine. Maybe a couple sniffles and a headache, but not 3 weeks down and near death. I did everything I could for Jen, and I really think our efforts saved her life. I was able to get her on monoclonal antibodies, which, if you don't know what those are, do your own research. It's a crazy thing, but the success rate on those things was insane. And why they weren't giving those to more people that were almost dead, I don't know. I really honestly believe that would have saved a lot of lives. That's a whole other conversation. I called hospitals and doctors all over the country. Like, we'll drive. What do we have to do to get her on these? And we couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. We couldn't do it. It took me about a week, nonstop, hours and hours on the phone. I finally was able to get her in somewhere and get monoclonal antibodies. Within 24 hours, fine. She was fine. I really believe, not pat yourself on the back, Carrie, it saved her life. She would have died because of her choices of food that she was eating before. Oh, you're exaggerating. I really don't think I am exaggerating. If she was healthy like I feel right now with no inflammation, I haven't had a runny nose, I haven't been sick in 169 days. I really honestly believe when that 2020 hit, or if something like that hits again, she'd had a little headache and then she would be fine. So that's the backstory. That's the reason I get so fired up with this. I'm not bullying my wife. A lot of the stuff you see, you guys, we're joking around. You should see the hard time she gives me. I'll show you some clips. Yeah, she called me
Twit.
a twit. She called me a twit.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh, I'm a twit, really?" And then what happened to you after that?
We were fighting.
I got her in an arm bar and I nearly broke her arm.
But that's because I almost peed my pants.
Right,
because
excuse.
I was laughing so hard because this little twit was trying to take me down.
Yeah, little twit. I had her in an arm bar and a headlock on the ground, and she was screaming, and then Lily came in and she said, "What the heck is going on in here?"
Yeah, that was not a good look for her coming in.
Laying on the ground in her bedroom. I had her in a headlock like this, and I had her thing under. It was some sort of special lock. And I said, "I'm going to let go if you say uncle."
And how long did it take me to say uncle?
Because you're so bullheaded. 20 minutes? I don't know.
Exactly.
But I could have held you there all night because I'm a carnivore.
I could have kept going.
Let's go. You want to go again? I'll go
can't
again.
wait.
We joke around. We've been together for 30 years. The reason I'm encouraging her, I'm not forcing her to do carnivore. The comments I was getting were just nuts. You bully, stop forcing her to do carnivore. She's got to live with this monster. That's what they were saying. Man, if you guys could see the truth. And I think what that is there's people out there that have sadly failed on carnivore. I get it. It's not for everybody. There's a lot of people that are successful on keto. I think some people, though, are not being honest. So, like, Jen could go on here right now and call me a monster. Let's say I never knew Jen. She could say, "I tried carnivore and I failed. It didn't work for me. You should stop suggesting it." That's not the truth. Jen didn't really try carnivore. She started to try it, but she didn't do it properly. She didn't do keto first and ease into it. She went from a vegetarian diet to eating only meat. Everyone says don't do that, including myself, and she didn't listen. Electrolytes, she wasn't getting her electrolytes. She started to, and then she's like, "My stomach hurts too bad," and she had no electrolytes. Fat, on a carnivore diet, you have to get fat. It's an extreme ketogenic diet. Ketogenic diet is being fat adapted. You have to have a lot of fat. She was getting no fat. She went to the gas station while she was doing carnivore, and she bought a rotisserie chicken from a gas station that had all these seasonings and MSG and all sorts of garbage over it and almost no fat. She ate just a little bit of the white meat only. That is not doing carnivore. So there's people out there that say, I did carnivore and it didn't work for me. And there's people like my wife, Jen, who could be one of those people going online and saying to me, I did carnivore and it didn't work for me. Well, that's not carnivore. There's also people telling me I did carnivore and it didn't work for me, but I kept my soda and my artificial sweetener Diet Coke, and I still had fruit every now and then. Well, that's not carnivore. I'm not shaming you. It's just the truth. Carnivore is meat only. For 169 days, I ate meat only. I ate fat. I did the carnivore diet, which is getting lots of fat and meat. As Dr. Kilt said, it should be called fativore. It's all about getting fat. If I ate just little pieces of chicken, it's not sustainable. So when you guys see me encouraging Jen, it's because I love her. It's because I want her to succeed. It's because I've seen herself and myself fail 25 times eating that exact diet she's eating. She's doing wonderful. She's doing amazing. I've told her that. I'm happy for her. I get it. You got to be patient. You got to do baby steps. I get that. But what you guys don't see is off camera, off that video, very big video I showed you, she said to me, I'm never eating fatty meat again. That's it. I'm just going to eat chicken. Those were her exact words. And she said that to me 3 different times now. So she's basically saying, I'm going to fail. There is no way you can sustain eating a ketogenic diet, which is a fat-adapted diet, without fat. How can you be on a fat-adapted diet with 0 fat? Eating chicken breast and lettuce is 0 fat. Okay, there's a little bit of fat in the dressing. Not enough to sustain yourself long term. We were just talking about Maggie, the 82-year-old that Dr. Chafee interviewed on his channel a while ago, and he just visited with her and they showed a picture and everyone's amazed by the picture. I was like, Jen, do you think at 82 you're going to be like Maggie if you're just eating a little bit of lettuce and some chicken with 0 fat? It's just not sustainable. If that's what she wants to do and that's what she's going to do, it's fine. But from my perspective as her husband, who loves her and who has watched her suffer through all these things for years and years and years, literally, I'm not joking, probably 20 times we've tried to do what she's doing. Sometimes it lasts a weekend. Sometimes it lasts a week. One time it lasts like 4 or 5 months. We lost all the weight. But in every instance of those 25 cases, we gained it all back. And it's not about the weight. That's what people too, like, oh, you just want her to lose weight because you lost a bunch of weight. I don't care. We've both been overweight our entire lives. It's all of those other things. No joke. She gets her period. It lasts 3 weeks long. What is it for most people? A couple days? Maybe a week? 75% of her life for the last 4 years has been in misery, cramps and pain and horrible suffering. And I know it's all unnecessary. Her hormones are imbalanced. You get that fatty meat in you. It raises your cholesterol. Your hormones balance out. People that think I'm being a bully or that I'm being mean or that I'm trying to push her to carnivore, it's all untrue. I am encouraging her like, hey, if you're going to do this, we should do it right this time. I know the right way to do this, and I know you're going to set yourself up for failure if it's only chicken and lettuce. So that's the story on that. I got to get into some more positive videos because there's been some downers lately. On the positive side, I love my wife. We've been together for 30 years. We've been through thick and thin. We've had triplets together. We've been through every single diet together. I'm trying to encourage her. I'm walking down a path. I'm like, come this way. It's safer this way. You're going to go through that path over there where it's thick and there's thorns and there's brush and there's swamp, and it's just so much easier if you come this way. As a husband, should I not encourage her that way? I should just stand back and watch her when I have this knowledge and I know what the truth is. So Jen and I are doing great. Please understand, a lot of times we're joking around. I guess I got to be more careful because people don't see that. So we're super excited for the 24-hour live stream. I can't wait. The lineup is amazing. Dr. Chafee, Dr. Berry, Dr. Baker, Dr. Philip Ovadia, heart surgeon, Dr. Tony Hampton, Dr. Lisa Weideman, and then all these amazing carnivore YouTubers that have had so much success. We're going to put the example out there. We're trying to raise the remaining funds so we can film this entire documentary and we can start traveling around the world and capturing more stories like Bill's story. So I'm so excited about it. I love you guys. I love Bill. I love Robin, my new friend, Carnivorous Grandma. There's just, there's so much good going on right now. So more positive videos to come. I had a blast filming with my neighbors. If you guys didn't see those videos, I'd highly encourage you to check it out. They're the beef and dairy farmers. They farm pork and they've got chickens right down the road, and they are the hardest workers I know, and their job is so important. We need to support our local farms. So I'm excited for the future. I'm excited for the 24-hour live stream, and I'm excited too because very shortly, my friend JT, a fellow carnivore who used to watch my homesteading videos for years, and then he saw one of my carnivore videos, he tried it, it's changed his life forever. He's coming over, he wants to see the homestead, he wants to see the movie theater. I'm going to make him a steak, and we're going to video a bunch of it. So lots of love there and lots of fun there. So more positive videos to come. I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.